Hello, and welcome to another video. And today we'll be playing a bit of a strange game for me, which is Banjo-Kazooie. So this game, I never played much of it because I was a bit older when it came out, and I mean, as you get older, you kind of get disconnected with some things, like for example the cartoons that you like the most. Maybe it's something that was from your childhood. So, for example, something like Ben 10 or I don't know, even Powerpuff Girls or something like that, I'm a bit disconnected from because I was older when they came around. Whereas stuff like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball Z, Senseiya, and those kinds of cartoons were on their high when I was young, and so those are the ones I have nostalgia for. And when Banjo came around, it is a pretty kid-friendly game, right? It is very targeted at kids. Not to say that it's an infantile game or it's an easy game, but like I kind of skipped it. I was like, yeah, this is probably not for me, and so I was more focused on GoldenEye, as everyone was at the time, and I liked Star Fox a lot as well. And so I didn't get much into this game, but everybody says this game is fantastic, so I mean, let's check it out. It's not the first time I played this game necessarily, but I really have no experience with this game past the first level, so I guess we'll find out together. But as we find out together, my focus here is not on the game. This is going to be my background, and today, as we watch the story there, I've watched the story before, so I'll just leave it playing while I talk. I kind of wanted to talk about the Nintendo Switch and the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. There was a post today by the president of Nintendo, I think his name is Furukawa, right? Where he mentioned that there is an upcoming Nintendo Direct in June, and there will be no news on the Nintendo Switch 2. There will be on the lineup for Nintendo for the rest of the year. But rest assured, there will be a Nintendo Switch. So good stuff. I mean, we already know that that's coming up. There's no way it wouldn't be coming up. And yeah, like, it is good stuff. And so this video is kind of a let's look back on the Switch and also speculate a little bit on what the Nintendo Switch 2 reserves for us. And if you kind of like this kind of more speculative videos, and then you probably like this one. So, let's see. In terms of console gaming, as I've said here before on the channel, I was very big on console gaming up until the Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Saturn generation, and then I had a PS2 after that. I didn't have a GameCube, or a Dreamcast, or an Xbox. But truthfully, by the time the PlayStation 2 came around, I was like, I don't know, I played some games in there. I quite like Gran Turismo, for example. Gran Turismo 3 and 4 I played a lot. There were a couple other games in there. But generally I was more focused on PC gaming by that point in time. And so every console after that, I was kind of disconnected a little bit. To be fair, I did buy a Nintendo Wii. I guess everybody did buy a Nintendo Wii because I thought that the motion control games at that point in time, now we know it's a bit of a gimmick, right? But at the point, especially playing Wii Sports and well, why not Mario Galaxy? Obviously, I liked WarioWare a lot as well, the Smooth Moves game. And so yeah, I had a Wii and I liked that very much, but I didn't play like every single game in the console. I had some favorites in there. And then I didn't buy the Wii U. I guess not many people did, so it kind of flopped. And then after that, the Switch came out, and I was always like a big fan of the Nintendo franchises as a whole, especially after the N64. And so when Breath of the Wild was announced and I saw the videos and I saw how it was shaping up, I was like, man, seems like the game for me, because I've talked about this before. I quite dislike a lot of story in my games. Well, I guess we're watching a lot of story right now about Banjo-Kazooie, right? But I thought that the amount of cutscenes and that story preamble that was encroaching into Zelda, even starting back in OOT, but really hitting its stride in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess was too much, and I just gave up Zelda completely. And then it seems like Nintendo kind of saw the direction that they were going is not very, very good. And so they reverted back to a more pure form of Zelda design, so to speak. And then they came up with Breath of the Wild, right? Which was very cool. All right, let's go. See what Boros has got to say us. Okay, I kinda can't skip the cutscenes, the dialogue. I guess we'll just wait. And so primarily I bought the Switch for Breath of the Wild. Obviously I got a ton of games after that. Another one that I like very much, as everyone does, is Mario Odyssey. The Pokemon games on the Switch. A bit of a letdown, if I'm honest. But Breath of the Wild is really, really good. And also Tears of the Kingdom. A bit less good than Breath of the Wild, but still very good. And so, yeah, I was really impressed with the Switch. And I think that the general design that they arrived, like the first idea that they had with the Wii U gamepad, I guess it was a step in the right direction in terms of like, hey, let's have this portable thing that you can take anywhere and you can play. But I mean, taking anywhere inside your own home is not exactly. Is Boros here? I'm still not helping you. Okay, so it must be something in the future. I guess we can just go to Mumbo's mountain, right? I think. Well. Okay. And so I think that the general idea that they had with the Wii U gamepad was all right, but being able to just play the game inside your own home, it's kind of a shitty way to do a portable system, right? And so that's why they still had the DS and the 3DS going on at that point in time. Made a lot of sense. And so, I mean, not everybody bought the idea, understandably so, but then they perfected the design of the thing and came up with a Switch, which I really think is like the consolidation of... I guess I needed to do something here. Did I lose? No, I think not. Yeah, not yet. I know that Gruntilda becomes beautiful when you lose, so... Soon be ready, okay. Alright. I think that the consolidation that they came up with on the Switch of like having the whole thing inside the same system and discontinuing, up to a point they discontinued the... I need a puzzle piece, right? Where's the puzzle piece? Is it up here? Was it on the stage before? Maybe it was on the stage before. I guess I have to pick up the puzzle piece outside and then come back again. Oh, it's up there. Alright, never mind. And I think that Nintendo is gonna do that moving forward, right? There is no reason for them to revert back to having a separated console and portable system. Like, that wouldn't fly anymore. And they get a lot of shtick for, a lot of flack for having an underpowered system. But I mean, what can they do really, right? Because if you want a system that is portable, it could never possibly be as powerful as the PS4, PS5 and Xbox Series something. Because if it was, then the battery life would just explode, right? First of all. And secondly, I don't know if they make many mass-produced portable systems that are as powerful as a desktop or as a console, right? I mean, there is very powerful notebooks running around, but... or laptops, but... yeah, certainly not the way they would go. So, we then arrive at the crux or of the main topic of the video here, which is basically speculating what we're gonna have with the Switch shoe. Okay, there are 3 moves. We need to get the, what's the name of these guys? The Jiggies? I think it's Jiggies, right? And we need the 100 notes as well. So we'll try that. Yeah, it's a Jiggy, okay. Man, this voice that he has is a bit obnoxious, isn't it? A little bit. So let's speculate about the Switch shoe. There is there has been some talks in several videos of how the hardware is gonna look. I'm probably leaning around they're gonna make some more powerful Switch, right? I don't see them not making a portable system with a screen. That's obviously what they're gonna do. In terms of what they're gonna target, I don't see it being very feasible for them to target something like 4K or whatever, because once again that would be a lot of processing power to throw around, which would obviously impact battery life as well. So I think that they'll probably target 1080p. I think it's the most likely scenario, which is absolutely fine by me, to be clear. I'm full life, I guess. I don't need the extra. There we go. So in terms of like the hardware itself, I think that's what they're gonna target. Now, the one thing that is like the most important thing I think they gotta do for the Switch 2 is make it backwards compatible with like everything on the Switch. Obviously, the games first and foremost. I thought that was Diddy Kong actually. Oh, I need to get the orange. Yeah, I forgot about that. Do I have the orange? Yeah, I do. Because what are we doing here, right? Are we gonna rebuy every single game that we bought for the Switch? They have done this before in the past, and I think that was a big mistake for Nintendo. And I mean, they did this a lot back in the day. Like, for example, when they released the Super NES, they didn't make the Super NES backwards compatible with the NES. I think that was a mistake for sure. And some of the reason that Sega took their lunch money for a bit there, I mean, it's not a lot, right? But the backwards compatibility between the Genesis and the Master System was for sure good, right? Nobody would complain that was the case. So I think that was a good move on Sega's part. And Nintendo not making the SNES backwards compatible with the NES kind of bit them a little bit in there. And then they did the same thing again by not making the N64 backwards compatible with the SNES. And now this time I think they got screwed over because Sony came around the PlayStation, and now what? The cartridges on the N64, they were more... Okay, we're gonna... I kind of didn't pay attention at the instructions here, but we'll figure it out. Okay, what else? Oh, he even gave me 50. Z... No, it's not ZB, okay. Is it Z... This one shoots behind. Yeah, so it's Z and C up, okay. Let's defeat the monkey then. Come on. Can you please? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. Took me so long to defeat the monkey. But there we go. We get the jigsaw piece. So I think that returning back to the point, I think that them not making the N64 backwards compatible with the SNES was a big mistake. And unlike the SNES days that really beat them in the S, and I think they kind of learned that moving forward because they did make the GameCube games work on the Wii, and that is really a big selling point. I need the bird beak stomp there, right? I need to learn that move. Alright. Where's the other one? Okay. Yeah, I need to learn how to run with Kazooie here. Let's go back. I need to learn another move. Another thing that's very important, but I think this is all but confirmed, is that the controllers themselves need to be backwards compatible as well. So like, especially, I mean everything really. The Joy-Cons are not cheap. The Pro Controller is not particularly cheap. And imagine you having to re-buy everything just because whatever, you know? It'd be pretty obnoxious to be sure. You know, I'm thinking that I kinda need to learn this elsewhere. Oh, I actually can climb through here. I don't recall if I can learn moves outside of the mountain, so maybe that's the case. Here we are. I know that Bottles is up here somewhere, right? Can the camera turn, please? Okay, this looks good. That was a bit late though. Again. Am I missing something? Okay. Gotta do something different for sure. I need to be coming in to go up here. Let's try the other side then. Yeah, I think this is where I learned to run with Kazooie. Yeah, that's for sure the case. Downtrot. Now another thing that they need to get their act together is the online, man. Like, I am subscribed to the Switch Online, and I kinda like the offerings they have in there, especially for the emulated stuff. Obviously I have the Mister here, and I am playing on the Mister right now, and that is very cool. But at times I just, like, you know, don't want to come to the office and then boot up the CRT and etc. And then I'm just sitting down on the living room. I just want to really, you know, basically chill out a little bit and just play a game. And to that end, doing that on the Switch is perfectly acceptable. It's fine. It is convenient to play with, like, my kids, for example. So there's that as well. And so that is good. I didn't buy many games, or any really, during the Wii days on the Virtual Console, so I didn't get screwed over by making purchases in there that were made redundant in the future. But I can easily see why that would be like a terrible thing for people that made a lot of investment back in the day, right? So I think that, you know, if you purchase a lot of games when you were when you had your Wii back in the day, that's gotta suck, man. That really's gotta suck. So, oh, here's bugs. Beak Buster, jump into the air, press Z to send Kazooie's lane. Okay. Alright. The quality of the emulation on the Nintendo stuff is usually very good when you compare with other commercial emulators, which I can't say the same for the Sega stuff. For the most part, the stuff that they put out, like the mini consoles and everything. So there is that, to be sure. But in general, I think that is like no justification for them. For them, like, basically invalidating people's catalogs once they put out new services, you know. So as I mentioned, like people that invested in the Wii times and then lost their stuff due to the change of consoles. I think that they have the right idea right now with their Netflix kind of style service, you know, where you pay a subscription and then you have access to every game. I think that the way they did stuff before, with like you basically buying the games piecemeal, it really wasn't sustainable. And so, I mean, they did that once for the Wii, and then you kept your games for the Wii U, or you had to rebuy them. I really don't know because I didn't have the Wii U. But then what? When the Switch came around, you'd have to rebuy the games once again, and you know, they kind of run out of stuff in their library as well, because they have to license the games from their original creators and everything. And so I think that the stuff that they have going on right now with the Switch Online is the right way to go, to be sure. Can I transform in the ant right now? I think I can, right? I am okay with Juju. Oh, I had to talk to him before. Okay. Wasn't aware of that. There we go. Now, one thing that Nintendo needs to get on with it is just like expanding the library, man. I mean, you know, dude, it's been a while still. I can't play Thunder Force 4 on the Switch. What the hell is going on? You know, I need another skull. Not only that, like the Mega Man X games are not on the SNES. I mean, you say, oh, it's because they're on the collection, sure, but like, it is hard. Like, what now? I'm gonna have to buy everything piecemeal from Capcom now. Sure, they want my money, I guess. So there's that. But you know, ideally we would have everything on the service, like paying once a month, and then you have access to, I'm not saying every single game, but the best of, you know, at least if you go on a top 50 SNES or Genesis game list, you can find everything in there. Another thing that is absolutely ridiculous is, for example, they not having the Pokemon games inside the Switch Online. Like, what is going on there, really? Like Pokemon Red and Pokemon Crystal and that kind of stuff, you know, Ruby, Sapphire. I mean, it is a bit unbelievable that the games are not in there still. There's a thing in there. Can I get it? I guess not. At least not right now. So we need a Mumbo Skull. I don't know where it is, so we're gonna explore. It's probably up there, right? On the Gruntilda thing? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, that is a big thing. Now, in terms of games lineup, I think they have been doing okay so far. And if they keep going with the current strategy in the Switch shoots, probably fine. But there's some long-standing series that gotta come back. Easy one, F-Zero, another easy one, Star Fox. Like, where are those games? I think the Pilot Wings is another one that I liked a lot, and I don't know where it is. It could be a modern Pilot Wings. Would be good. And if I think really hard here, I can think of some extra stuff. The Mother 3, for example, the translation never came around. That kind of sucks. But yeah, there's the things they could get on fixing there, you know. Maybe it's inside the mountain. Let's see. It's not. Yeah, it is right here. I figured as much. Alright. Let's become an ant now. Let's see, as per usual, I have some notes here in case I get lost. Let's talk a little bit about the Switch for, let's see. Before I transfer. There we go. I think that the general idea they had with the Switch was very good, especially the way they differentiated themselves. Nintendo kind of started doing that on the Wii, which I think was a really clever idea, because up until the GameCube they were trying to like outpower everyone else, and the GameCube really was a very powerful system comparatively to the PS2, but didn't matter. People just bought the PS2, which made sense because it had a very good library, right? A very extensive library. If it's good or not, it kind of depends on your judgment, but it was a very big and respectable library, that is for sure. Can't turn the camera, so hopefully we can make this work. There we go. Kind of want these as well, if you could. Let me pass. Okay, I found all 100 notes. What happens? Well done. Okay, I guess that's a well done for me. I thought I was gonna get a jigsaw piece, but alas. Give me the backpack. No. There we go. Be very careful here because I don't want to fall. Alright. I think we got everything, right? Let's see, 100 notes, all the jiggies, 10 jigsaw pieces. It is looking good. Okay, I think that the triumphant music probably means that I got everything. Let's see if I can grab the thing here. Is it here? It is. Okay. This is kind of hard piece, right? Am I dead? Oh no, I'm not dead. Okay, very cool. Let me just exit the stage. There we go. I think that's all we needed to do. Alright, we'll do that. I guess I should not be in it anymore. I guess, I don't know. Just gonna go to Treasure Trove Cove now. It is the second stage, right? So yeah, once Nintendo stopped doing their let's do a competitive system against everyone with the Wii, I think that was very clever. And then they basically just continued that philosophy with the Wii U, and then with the Switch. And I think that was a very good call on their part. Can I exit stage pressing start? I don't know. I don't know. We'll just go back. And really, I don't see any reason why they should not keep that strategy. There are some people that complain about the visuals or the performance of the Switch, and that is valid, you know, that is okay. But really, you know, do you really care at that point? Like, would you rather have the system be portable or be high fidelity? I know personally, I'd rather have it be portable. And the way that Nintendo makes their games, it's usually they have very good art direction. And so okay, I guess I can. Okay, I have the 50 notes, that's fine. So really I just foresee Nintendo continue on that path. And we can't talk way into the future where people say, oh, they'll just do cloud gaming or that kind of stuff. And I mean, sure, but we are a ways away from that, you know? But we don't think Nintendo specifically need to worry about that too much thus far. Now, one thing that, I don't know, I mean, I am pretty biased because I am a Sega fan, you know? What's up with this? Hello there, Brentilda. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to memorize these, right? In the future. Well, I can just look them up, it's fine. I think there will be a quiz in the future. So I need these, which I do have right now. And then yeah, let's just go to... Okay. There we go. That is now open. So as I was saying, I'm a Sega fan, so I'm very biased, but I guess I would like the games to lean more on arcade gaming stuff, you know, like being a bit more piecemeal. So man, every time I watch a direct, there's so many RPGs, there's so many farming games, it seems to me. It's like, I mean, I'm clearly not the target market, which is fine. Okay. But man, I'd like to see some stuff coming around, you know? And I guess we will, because Sega did an announcement these days that they're bringing back some long-standing franchises like Shinobi and Golden Axe and Jet Set Radio, and so I would imagine those games are gonna come to the Switch, which is great. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna play those for sure. What's up here? Oh, it's the second counter. All right. That is the second cauldron. Very cool. Guess we can go back now. It is no secret to anyone that, like, what really carries Nintendo consoles around has always been the first party titles. So yeah, not much news there. The main reason you would even buy a Nintendo console is really the first party titles, right? And so, what's up? What's in here? I wonder. Let's see. I don't recall. Yeah, you guys can see that I didn't play much of this game. Okay, so I need a metric boatload of Click Clock Woods. There's the chick. I assume more tips for me. And yeah, this is clearly not my next destination. Let's go to Treasure Trove Cove. Yep. When you remove the Nintendo, if you remove the Nintendo games from a Nintendo console, it is really hard to justify buying them. And this has always been the case. But really, I just wish they had a little bit more third-party support with the big hitters. At the same time, I do understand that like the studios want like port their games to work on the Switch, the really big ones, and like a Final Fantasy 16 or whatever. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, but I do understand it's a game that pulls a lot of people in, and so there's that. Two new moves for me to find. It's the flying one, right? And the big jump. This song is so good. This song is so damn good, man. Yeah. Okay, that's one. But yeah, hopefully they can like gather some more third-party support on the Switch too, and gather some games that personally I will not play. I'll be honest with you guys. But that said, it's probably good. How do I do this? I probably should have paid attention, right? I think I need the. Probably should have paid attention actually. Is it ZA? We'll find out. We'll figure it out. What else do I have in here? Oh my god. Dude. Oh my. I'm gonna die. It's over. It's over. Can I defeat this guy? No. Apparently not, okay. We'll try and find the other move, which is the one that you fly. Oh, there's the shark here somewhere, so we've got to be mindful of the shark as well. The song of this game in general, but the song on the stages in particular is super good. Okay, I guess I need to come here in the future. Oh my god. We're good, we're good, we're good. Oops. And there's something on the side there. I recall picking that up. What is in here? We get some health here because it's not looking good for me right now. There we go. In terms of when they're gonna launch the console, the Switch 2, as per Furukawa's saying here today, I think it's probably gonna be holiday this year. Entirely honestly, I don't see why they would leave this for 2025. Like, it is. There's a lot of money to leave on the table to miss a holiday launch. Something down here. There is. So yeah, what I think is gonna happen is that they're gonna give us a little surprise in the sense that today Furukawa said that it's only gonna be 2025. I actually think it's gonna be 2024, but by the end of the year. And yeah, that is my expectation here. Hopefully I'm right. And in terms of if I'm gonna buy the console or not, I think I'm thinking if it's an insta buy or if I'm gonna wait for something. It really depends on the launch games, right? Obviously. So, oops. There we go. If they have, it's not gonna be a Zelda game. It's very unlikely it's gonna be a Zelda game. They wouldn't have had time to. Okay, what's it gonna be? It's ZA? No. Oh, I just had Chahode. I guess that makes sense. Alright, that is a bit more understandable. Now let's think about launch titles. What are you guys thinking? I think that's... It's been so long since they launched Mario Odyssey. I think that surely they're cooking something with Mario. And recently they launched Mario Wonder, so it's not going to be a 2D Mario game. There's no way. Maybe they have like an additional 2D Mario game just to bring people in. But the big one is really going to be the 3D Mario for sure. So I foresee, like, it's not going to be Odyssey 2, evidently, but I think it's going to be some sort of 3D Mario. Aside from that, let's think. I don't think it's going to be a Zelda at all. Metroid. A Metroid is usually not a big system seller, so... And they've had promised it was Prime 4. Oh, you know what? Maybe Prime 4 is coming on the launch. That would kind of make sense, right? That would kind of add up. What else? Dormant series. Scarlet and Violet launched not too long ago. Game Freak said they were having a little break there, so maybe not a Pokemon game. Pokemon games usually are not on the launch of the consoles anyway, so probably not something to look forward to. Am I missing something here? Surely it's not just Mario and Metroid, right? Maybe there's some oddball series that I'm not thinking of. That could be. Not gonna be Banjo-Kazooie, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if I'm missing some very obvious launch title here that could be on the system. But so far, that's what I came up with. Oops. Yeah, kind of don't remember where the guy is for the... Oops. For the red flight. For the red feather. Okay, so I have to find out. Let's do the ship here. And the camera threw me for a loop in there. In terms of competition, I don't know. I don't see Sony and Microsoft leaving the business of consoles entirely. I think the Microsoft still has one console in them. I think that's about it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'll do that after the ship. But after the next Xbox, I think that Microsoft is calling it quits. As for Sony, I don't know. They seem to be doing pretty okay so far. Maybe they'll keep at it for a little while still. So everyone is just switching for digital, right? And pretty soon for cloud gaming, streaming. So yeah, kind of what I say. I think that we'll have a PS6, maybe a PS7, not sure, but I don't see another Xbox past this next one. Being very honest with you guys. in terms of like direct competition, I don't think that Nintendo cares at all, to be honest. Like, I mean, they care a little bit, to be sure, but the Switch, and even dating as far back to the Wii, Nintendo kind of positioned themselves very smartly, I think, as kind of the second console that everyone has, right? So you have a Wii and an Xbox, or you have a Wii and a PS3, and then nobody had a Wii U. And now you have a Switch and a PS5, or a Switch and an Xbox, or a Switch and a PC, which is my case. So it makes total sense. It's a very good move on their part. And as for Nintendo going third party, I really don't see any reason why they would have to. Because... What? Where's the other one? There we go. Bum, bum. Ba-da, ba-da, bum. Checking the recording time. That's kind of what... How long have I been playing? It's 47 minutes. Oh, there's a... Yes, I have to... So yeah, bottom line, what I'm thinking here is holiday 2024 for the Switch 2. It's gonna be 1080p. It's gonna be a very similar form factor to the Switch 1, compatible with the games, compatible with the controllers. Online system is gonna be trash as usual. I don't see them changing anything there, to be entirely honest with you guys. What else? Hopefully they change something about the Virtual Console, the emulation stuff. I'd like more games in the library. I sure as hell hope they don't restart the whole thing, because they've done this like twice now, right? It's like, we launched the Virtual Console, here comes Super Mario Brothers. Dude, we already have Super Mario Brothers. Like, let's continue on from the Switch library of old games to the newer ones. Please. By hire, I need some red feathers. Press A. Okay. Okay, if I can fall from here to the larger stage. Probably, I'd say. In terms of launch titles, I'm thinking a Mario game. I'm thinking Metroid Prime 4. I'm not thinking anything else really that now that I think about it. I could see a Kirby game. I don't care about Kirby. That's the thing. Like, it's not that Kirby's bad or anything. Not at all. It's just not for me, you know. It's like, Kirby's okay in my books, but I'm not the target audience. Like, same thing with the Yoshi game, that Yarn Yoshi stuff, or the Peach game that came around just now. Yeah, that's fine. Probably a good game, but again, I'm not the target audience. There we go. Is Mumble in here? This is the maximum extent that I've gone in this game. Like, I'm kinda lost from here on out. It's very cool up here though, I will say that. Let's jump somewhere. Here. Ooh. Oh, so there is... Oh, there's a G there. Is it Gigi or a Jinjo? I think it's a Jinjo, right? This is Gruntilda's booty. I kinda just touched it. Let's go into the post Tutti takeover. I'm fine with that. Pre-takeover, then I'm not fine with that. Are we done here? That kind of fell. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of out of both Switch stuff to talk about and my knowledge on Banjo-Kazooie at this point, which is very limited, as you guys can see. Though I don't mind staying here to listen to the music. The music is really good. Let's see, before I finish the video, if I can think of anything else to talk about the Switch 2. Yeah, I don't see it. Oh, a Mario Kart? Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, probably a Mario Kart, right? It's been a... Like, they didn't actually launch a new Mario Kart on the Switch. They just reissued the one from the Wii U, which is fine. Like, it's a fun game. So, probably Mario Kart 9, actually. Thinking about it. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got here, guys. Yeah, hopefully it was a fun video. You guys enjoyed me fumble around in Banjo-Kazooie. Not my best game, not the one I know the most, but still a very good game. I would probably like it a ton more if I had played back in the day. Wasn't the case. So. But I can definitely see why it is such a beloved game, because especially the music, mwah, perfect stuff. That said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.